yes, you have only one matriarch per core group, but often if you see herds, if you see a herd of 50, 60, 100, 200 elephants, that will be made up out of different females or different herds that are traveling together. In other words, you might have, oh, this is a nice big ellie. You might have 15, 20 in a herd, like we have here, and another 15 or 20 in a herd, and they work together. So you've got a matriarch for each group. Oh, it's all right, guys. I'm just going to stop you and have a look at it. Nice look. Nice big female on the left. Not the same one that I said earlier might be the matriarch. It looks like a different cow. Beautiful sound. I love that trumpet. Fantastic. Look at this big female on the left. That might also be a matriarch. As I was saying just now, Alan, with your question, this group is big enough that I got a pretty good feeling that it's two herds. And quite often, I mean, these matriarchs might be related. In other words, the matriarch of the one herd, it might have been a split from that same herd, just the herd got a bit big, and then one of the senior cows, often maybe one of her daughters, would have moved on and separated the two herds, but they would often spend time together. So in a way, you could say there might be two matriarchs. They would have their separate units, so to speak. It's okay, it's okay. Because they're all spread out here at the moment, and I think that's why it's giving us a little bit of like, what you're doing. I'm just trying to think what to. Let's leave this little group a bit. This feels to me like the one group. We've got a slight gathering at the moment up that way from the other groups. It seems like two different groups. This being the one unit, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 or so animals, 9 or 10. And then on this side, you'll see just now as we go closer into them, there they're starting to gather together on the left. This is about 15, 20 individuals. So about 30 plus ellies. Most of this trumpeting, guys, just to know, are the teenagers. It's not the adults. If the adults were upset, they would let us know. It's mostly the youngsters just sort of making a bit of noise. It's a bit cooler now. It's late afternoon. It's a bit like saying, hey, guys, how's it going? This female just give us a little head shake. No, don't worry. I'm just going to stop here. I just want to get to the open. See lots of young ones in the back there as well. Just such a beautiful time of year. We've had a bit of rain over the last few weeks. And people always think Africa is going to be this brown, sort of brown and beige place. But in rain season, it can be as green as anywhere in the world here. Oh, look at these two little ones playing, but I just want to see if we can get a great view of it. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I mean, this herd's been moving quite a bit, not fast, but consistently. And sometimes they will just feed and sort of stop a little bit to give the youngsters a bit of chance to rest and also to play. And I'm really hoping we can see some of that. We've seen a little bit of it earlier. But they're just all the time getting more and more used to us. And this is an important part. As I said earlier, with lions and leopard and so on, it's a bit different. The behavior is slightly more primal in many ways. But with Ellies, you need to work your way in. Look at these two. Just there, those two. Right next to them, and they're still playing with each other. Now, that's a great sign. I mean, that's how we're slowly working our way into this herd. We've got the babies coming up on the left, into this herd. We've got the babies coming up on the left. Brilliant, this is where we want to be. And it don't just happen instantly, it happens over a bit of time, over a bit of communication with each other. Hey, how's it going? Yes, you're a big elephant. Right here with us. Oh, look at that one, doing yoga. On the left there, Brian. Okay, just too late. It was just doing this funny twist with his back leg. I mean, an adult wouldn't have been able to do that. They would be too heavy. These are the two that are playing along. They're sort of, again, 10 to 14, 10, 11 years old, the one on the left. Maybe 2 years older for the one on the right. Someone wants to play with us as well. So we're gonna, just to give you an idea, we were just in this really cool spot. They were moving right around us. Two of the youngsters were playing next to us. Still a couple of young ones there playing along as well. But we're just saying that this is really great because it takes a little while with elephants, especially herds like this. Sort of, we had them right around us here. A bunch of youngsters. The closest adult was about closest young one was about 2 yards away at one stage. And this is what we want. It takes a little while just to let them realize, all right, these guys aren't here to hassle us. And that's when you start getting the really great behavior. You start seeing, look at that. Two of them playing, but look at the little one on the left. Just wanting to play as well. Just saying, come on guys, I want to play along too. And then they can sometimes start interacting with you as well. And that really can be a lot of fun. Awesome. What a cool place to live in. We're just going to move a little bit to keep up with this group. Jeremy, who's living in Big Bear, I like the name, Big Bear, California. It's a cool place. And Jeremy is 9. Jeremy last day in the vehicle, only a year older than HT's son, Jack. He's 8. And you would like to know if lions could hunt elephant, and if they did try, or if they did do it, would the elephant try and protect the youngster? Yes to both. It can happen that lion will hunt elephants. It's not really something that happens here. You get certain areas, parts of Chobe in Botswana and Zimbabwe, that direction, there's a few places where it does happen, because there's a lot of elephants and some lions have learnt it. Obviously not the big elephant, normally sort of more your medium size and sort of teenagers up to young adults. It's not an easy thing, by no means. Also because the others will often try and protect those youngsters. It's not a common behavior, but it is something that happens. It does happen in certain areas. Around here, not that I know of ever actually, in the Sabi Sands area. Oh, yes, we're just moving along with you. Going into more sort of sticky stuff again, a bit sort of not the greatest terrain to follow them through. Not that it bothers them. They know by now what our plans are. We've been with them. I've lost track of time actually, probably 45 minutes or something. This is one of the young ones that's been very curious about us. Now, every time they come close to us, they trumpet a bit and shake their head. It's just a bit of bravado, really, to remind us that they're big. I was mentioning earlier, I think it was during one of the breaks, that the adults are totally comfortable with us. Now, we haven't had an adult close to us even in the last 10 minutes or so. We've had the young ones around us moving around and doing their thing, but the adults are just doing their thing in the periphery there. They know that we're not here to bother. they don't mind it if the young ones come and play with us a little bit.